Okay, today it seems to be like a very neighborhood clash if you have to look at it. Both born on the same day, created on the same day, May 1, 1960, Gujarat and Maharashtra. Mumbai versus Gujarat Titans today. Mumbai Indians versus.
But you look at the spectrum, and I talked about it earlier also. Look at the distance between them right now in terms of the table points.
Oh yes, massive distance. Normally from Mumbai to Ahmedabad it takes you 6 hours if you go by Karnavati Express. But yes, 16 points to 2 points. Mumbai Indians are statistically, mathematically, even by God's grace also, if you want to get Providence in, they are out of the qualifying race. Gujarat on the other hand need to win one more title to assure that they are the first team in the playoffs. At the end of the day, they had a chance against Punjab Kings, but they botched it up big time. But Hardik, I mean, this is the first time Gujarat are facing Mumbai in IPL 2022. It's kind of a very bittersweet moment. Gujarat, Hardik Pandya.
Please come, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya versus Mumbai Indians. What an emotional moment that will be for them, because Hardik at the end of the day.
His brother did really well.
Yes. And he almost bit off Pollard's head also if you have to look at it.
Yeah.
Now Hardik will do the same.
The two KPs.
Yeah. But KP Junior got the better of KP Senior. Krunal and Pollard.
KP Senior really hasn't fired this season at all.
Yep. But HP has. And with captaincy, he's getting a lot of brownie points for them.
Yeah.
Especially with his man management and everything, he's been in superb form. So, yes. Hardik versus Mumbai Indians, he'll also have a point to prove. Ex-players are hurting their former franchises in a big way in IPL 2022. Kuldeep did it, David Warner did it, Rahul Tripathi did it, last night David Warner did, and now perhaps it's Hardik Pandya's turn. Only Rashid didn't hurt Sunrisers Hyderabad that much if you have to look at it.
How? I think so he won them the game.
But with the bat, not with the ball though.
No, but with the bat, boss, he's 25 runs. 25 runs they scored.
Yep.
In that final over, and Rashid hit 2 sixes of the final 2 balls.
Yep. And AB Tewatia indeed helped him in a big way. But in the last game, there were some issues. The batting did not click, and maybe Hardik Pandya was dreading that one moment, let's not ensure that we have a slump towards the end. I hope that is not the continuation of that.
Has nobody asked about your new haircut or what?
No.
We actually don't.
No one has. Yes,
show them, na. Do a 360 or in a revolving chair.
Okay, so.
Show them. What is this? MS Dhoni inspired?
Nah. This is Sid V inspired.
This is MS Dhoni. MS had this.
Yeah, MS had this.
Just because you're a Chennai Super Kings.
Didn't he have those kind of other hairstyles?
No, that was Robin Uthappa.
Robbie.
The 3.
So went to a fancy hairstylist and got this done.
Got it from a roadside tau. Because the air conditioned guys.
UTMT under the mango tree.
Under the mango tree, yes. Because all the air conditioned salons and spas were booked. You have to wait 1.5 to 2 hours. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get a haircut done. Simple haircut, and I got it done.
Simple. Funky, he's got it done and he's saying it's simple.
Well, I told them that I have to be on video, I have to be on TV. So without spoiling the aesthetics.
Superstition because of Chennai, something can happen. That 0.001% chance.
Yeah. See, for that
it's
to happen.
Too late in the season.
Yeah,
for all
it's
these
too late. Practically all 3 of us agree they are out. Practically. But mathematically, you still cling on to that one.
You should have done these superstitious things well in advance.
Many CSK people have done it and it has failed. Even this season it failed. But yeah, I mean, see, for that to happen, Gujarat has to lose even today. Mumbai will be the ultimate party poopers. Because if they win,
Gujarat has to lose today for what?
So that there is no movement in the top of the table. Because if Gujarat win today.
No, but if Gujarat don't win today and Lucknow wins tomorrow, there's movement, na?
Who are Lucknow playing tomorrow?
Lucknow must be playing KKR.
So if KKR win, see, you want the bottom ranked teams to ensure that they defeat the top ranked teams now so that there's no movement. If Gujarat
lose, you're just saying that because you want CSK somewhere close.
No, that's not. That is not happening.
Love Rami is saying, sir, your next hairstyle should be like Andre Russell.
But will the company allow me to do that?
No, it's entirely up to you. Company won't
See,
say
have to be,
anything.
see, if I color it purple, if I color it yellow.
No, you will do it yellow, na?
Purple will go well with
KKR, yeah, with games, with
Gamezy.
Gamezy.
Purple will gain.
Even yellow will go.
Yellow with your CSK.
Yeah, am I allowed to do that next time?
I think
In fact, not to forget the way numbers are written on the CSK jersey, that's in purple. So 7, Dhoni's 7 is in purple.
That's kind of indigo-ish blue, but yeah, fine.
Yeah,
On camera, it
purple
looks like, yeah.
so. Hardik Patel versus Mumbai Indians. You had spoken of.
Hardik Pandya.
Hardik Pandya. Not sorry, I got confused with Ricky Patel.
Ricky
who's-
Patel.
who's once again asking us.
Aaj
"Kya
Gujarat sab pe
sab pe bhari."
Yeah, so that means Gujarat are winning today. Whenever he said that war cry,
Yeah.
they have
No,
won.
but he said that last game
Last
also.
game.
No, PBK's, I think he didn't. He was missing that day. In that game, his PBK's Ricky Patel was
He may
missing.
not have been missing. We may have missed his comment.
Yeah.
Because we
maybe.
were coming live from our very own game.
Of course.
We were
yes.
playing our own cricket match.
Yeah.
And so we may have missed this comment.
Yep.
I don't know. Ricky, tell us, were you there with us that day or did we miss your comment?
Yeah,
Because we were playing a match which we won. 2 winners from that team are here. One from the losing side. By the way, that vlog is also coming. That's how I got late. I'm just giving the finishing touches to that vlog.
Wow.
Of the vlog of the story of Sports Tak, Sports Today combined team playing a cricket match.
Yep. Team Blue
That
versus.
vlog will be coming to your screens very soon.
Yep.
See, storyteller writer is saying, am I the only one who thinks Siri looks a little like MSD?
Well, I'll be like.
That haircut you have copied full MSD style.
What I
And
think
you're
I,
wearing
this is the
yellow.
greatest. This is the greatest day of my life. Then if I have my hairstyles, will
He won't be
perfect
able to
unless-
sleep tonight.
I know.
And he's wearing yellow. Oh, those are the shots I was waiting for.
Yes.
I wanted to see Hardik Pandya and how Hardik will be with his ex team. If you remember that game between Gujarat and RCB, there was a scene with Virat Kohli, Hardik Pandya having a long chat.
Yes.
You guys remember those visuals?
Yep.
And I was very interested to see those visuals simply because all this while, whenever Hardik has been asked in these videos that I'm seeing by Gujarat Titans, who are your mentors, who are the ones that you've learned a lot from, he's been naming MS Dhoni every time.
Yeah.
And also Sachin Tendulkar to an extent. The only time I was a bit surprised with that because Hardik barely played under Dhoni's captaincy. He played alongside Dhoni. Yes, I think he made his debut under Dhoni's captaincy.
And he
yes.
also did not play a lot under Sachin also.
No, Sachin though he didn't, but I'm
Just
just saying
mentor,
because
as a mentor
Mumbai.
at Mumbai Indians.
On the other hand, he played maximum under Virat.
And
Virat backed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Virat is one of those guys who wanted to have him as that fast bowling all-rounder in Test match cricket.
Yep.
So have him regularly. And he's played a lot under Rohit's captaincy and had that
captaincy.
success in Mumbai Indians.
Yes.
Yet, the names of Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli were missing from all the inspirational videos that he made.
yeah.
So I wanted to see. So that's why those visuals of him chatting up with Virat Kohli were very interesting.
Yes.
Did you see anything today with Rohit Sharma?
No, not yet so far. But I guess he doesn't want to get drawn out to the battle between Viratians and Rohitians. That's why he's left them out conveniently.
No, but he had a nice long chat with Virat.
Today
Virat.
also he may have it.
Like before
That's
the
what I'm
game
saying.
started, both of them.
Yeah.
Right now he was having a chat with Mahila Jayawardene.
Yep.
So he might have been asking, so why did you let me go?
Mailal said that wasn't in my hand.
He
Yeah.
would definitely say this.
See,
But
because
like,
who all
boss,
would you have? Bumrah, Rohit
know.
were certainties to be picked. You have to pick 3 Indians. Surya would have dropped Surya.
No,
Nah. I said that Surya.
No, I can't blame
definitely-
Mumbai Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
They took the best picks,
Yes.
without doubt.
And
In
he-
hindsight, you can say.
Yeah, but Hardik was
No,
also
in
not.
hindsight, they could have gone for somebody like Hardik or Ishan Kishan. They went for 15 crores.
No, but Hardik, they had no option. He was already.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm saying maybe they could, if they had a conversation with Ishan Kishan, they could have had that conversation
Yeah,
with
maybe,
Hardik Pandya.
maybe.
That
Maybe
no
that
matter
was the
what,
thing.
we will break the bank for you.
Yeah,
Or maybe they decided. Or
Yeah,
maybe
they-
they had that conversation. Maybe Hardik, what we can do, Hardik wanted to lead also.
yeah.
He wanted to lead the team.
But
Could be.
behind Mumbai Indians, there would have been no chance. Rohit was your de facto
Yeah.
leader, and he would be for the next 2-3 years if I have to look at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the pretender plus the master, if you have to say, the master and the pretender go head to head today.
Somdesh is asking, did Mumbai Indian have the home advantage and yet they still struggle? I remember this question was asked to Rohit Sharma about that, and he said, Rohit being Rohit, his press conferences are fantastic, and in that he had said, boss, मैं क्या करूँ, let other cities also come up with 3 stadiums if they can. It's not my fault that Mumbai has it.
Yep.
Yeah.
3
so that was
stadiums,
it.
yes.
And 4 effectively if you take Pune also.
Yeah, or even in Mumbai,
Also,
BKC,
they played at
Rio
Wankhede
Stadium.
almost after 1,000 days, years I was saying, 1,000 days. So you can imagine even that way, it really did not help their cause because they are languishing at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, and anyway, their first win I think came in DY Patil.
Last game. One game they have won.
Yeah.
It's not too hard to even predict.
No, but I think the remaining games are in Wankhede now. They are not going anywhere else. I think the remaining games are in Wankhede. I think.
I'm not sure.
That we'll have to check. So beautiful wicket, but Kevin Peterson's pitch report, I would rather not.
No, but the one thing, so according to Kevin Peterson, it's a beautiful pitch to bat on. Yes, he did the pitch report, but he also mentioned the curator there, Prakash Adhav, who's the curator, who's looked after this strip like a baby. So he's really looked after this particular thing. So,
so more batsmen in your
fantasy. It was about
side.
23 sixes last game.
Yeah, Robman Pal was hitting them like.
Yeah. So it's going to be a similar pitch, which means even 200 may not be safe then, if you go by that pitch report.
Okay, so maybe Surya captain?
In your fantasy, yes.
Or, more batsmen for sure.
Yep.
Harshit has a fantasy question. How about Ishan as captain for a fantasy?
I am not picking Ishan. he might very well play a great innings tonight, but I don't know why. It's just that whenever I look at him, he doesn't give me that confidence. Ishan Kishan, even playing, I used to pick him when he was playing for the Indian team also. When Rohit was rested or somebody else was rested. I somehow don't feel like he is captaincy material, at least for your fantasy side.
There are the shots.
Yes.
अरे मैं ठीक भाई मैं ठीक.
Yeah, it has to
not
be
that very long conversation.
Yep.
In fact, Rohit was the one who was talking a bit more, not so much Hardik, and at the moment you can see.
मुझे नहीं पता. That's what I could make out from his lips. मुझे नहीं पता. So yes, it will be a very interesting contest, primarily for one like Hardik. Will he bowl? Is he 100% fit?
Hardik won't bowl. I doubt it.
So I guess you have seen the last of Hardik Pandya, the bowler in IPL 2022. Then even in the playoffs,
may come back later. At the moment, he seems tentative to bowl. But I think the bigger worry is Hardik Pandya, the batsman. He had an outstanding IPL to start with. Last 2-3 games hasn't really fired. So that's
Gujarat have won the toss.
They may want to bat.
Considering
they have preferred to batting first. They are the team that has.
Though if it's that same pitch like yesterday, even though the team that batted first won, but I think there were a few mistakes that SRH made.
Yeah.
They've decided to bowl. No
surprise.
surprise.
Titans have to bowl.
That's why I'm saying bowling is not a bad option here. If it's a belter of a pitch, then you might as well be chasing, because then no total is safe.
Yep.
Even if you've scored 200, it shouldn't be safe.
Yep.
So
that's the thing.
No surprise there. Just refresh this page. Not this. Yeah, refresh that page also.
Yep.
By the way, we're talking about the hairstyle. Sandesh is saying Russell, the hairstyle looks like a week-old hot dog. Is placed on some.
And he's like, Siri, have it.
My God, no. I'm okay with this. It's the best way to go about it. Machine cut mostly. I don't have the patience for scissors and combs. Machine cut, simple. Go for it. Oh man, Gujarat Titans choosing to bowl.
What is it? Going by, Storyteller Writer wants to know, going by the current IPL captaincy, who do you think has a better chance at Indian captaincy?
Hardik Pandya or Rishabh Pant?
Yes.
I would say Rishabh Pant has a better chance because he's also part of all 3 sides.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Hardik still is coming back from an injury. We don't know whether he'll be bowling
He
much.
was vice captain in a couple of series, right? Rishabh Pant. For the Indian cricket team, wasn't he the vice captain for
Yes,
one
he
or
was.
two series?
Yes,
Which
he
one?
was. He was briefly the vice captain. But then they've changed so many
South
vice
Africa
captains.
series.
By the way, can I tell you this vice captaincy thing is no guarantee you become captain.
Yeah.
Seen it in the past with many players. Vice captains, they don't become captains, so that's not it. But it's interesting actually between the two of them. And I'd have to agree with Siddhant that considering Pant is more of a certainty in all formats and most likely to play, with Hardik with injuries and stuff like that. Though Hardik has been outstanding as captain this year. Full marks to him, the way he's dealt with it. And let's not forget, the other great thing about Hardik, I was watching the Fair Play Award also, they're number one.
Yeah.
That also is an indication of how he's leading the team. So they're not, and it's rare, by the way, they're number one in the regular points table, they're number one in the Fair Play points table. What does that tell you?
They're the next Chennai Super Kings in the making.
No, that tells me, that tells me good guys can also finish first.
First, yes.
Good guys don't always
Also,
finish
Gujarat
first.
haven't made a single change.
Single change. Yeah, expected. I don't think.
Yeah.
If they would have that, then they would have been panicking after one loss,
Yeah.
and that would not have been right.
Well,
Yeah.
even Mumbai, I think, have
No,
made
Murugan
change.
Ashwin is playing.
In place of.
Kumar Karthikeyan played last game.
Yeah, he
Jasprit
played last
Kaur,
game.
Meredith played. David Pollard, Sams, Tilak Verma. Oh, that guy. Ritik Shokin
Ritik Shokin is not
is
in.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
They've got a
Ritik Shokin
leggy.
is out.
Yep.
They've got a leggy. Yeah, off spinner goes out and leg spinner comes in, which I think is a fair change.
Yeah, I guess.
The rest of the batting is the same. Tim David is now beginning to click a bit.
Yeah.
So he's there. Karen Pollard needs to really
He's
do well.
the one who has to really step up because
Murugan Ashwin got chances, but then
Was
slacked a
left
bit.
out after he was going for a few runs. Actually, he was taking a couple of wickets here and there, but he was going for quite a few runs.
Yeah.
I mean,
And if this pitch is anything like yesterday, he could still go for a lot of runs
yeah.
tonight.
Kumar Karthikeyan's second ball in his IPL career picked up the wicket of Sanju Samson.
Yeah.
And
Go down, please.
and he's been honed in my home currently in Bhopal. Yep.
Yeah, it's an incredible story.
Yes, what a story.
Tell Siri.
So, Kumar Karthikeyan was actually working in a labor factory in Ghaziabad. Right on the outskirts of Ghaziabad, he would work in the night shifts. He would not eat lunch. He would save that money. He would walk often to work so that he would save 10 rupees for a packet of biscuits. So when he saw the plight, one of the coaches in Delhi, he had initially come to Delhi, he said that, okay, I'll take you into my academy. The cook served him lunch. He cried. Why? Because for the first time after 1 year, he had actually eaten a proper lunch. And then the same coach suggested, okay, you go to MP, stay under tutelage of my friend. So he went to Bhopal and now he's done very well for Madhya Pradesh, picked up a 5-wicket haul in first class cricket. And that's the story, an incredible rags to riches story, if you can say, of Kumar Karthikeyan Singh. From Sultanpur, migrated to Ghaziabad, worked in a labor factory, night shifts, walked, saved money to buy just biscuits, not even dal chawal, saved up to buy just a packet of biscuits. And see where he is now. That's why the IPL is such a great platform for so many of these people. Even from the small towns, they give you a lot of prominence. So, salute to his spirit.
Incredible. Something like the Roman Powell story also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very. 15,000 kilometers. That I don't have that much of details.
No, he also comes from a very impoverished childhood, and from there to become a huge star now.
Star, yes. Even Obed McCoy, similar story in that sense. So,
In cricket, you will also find so many stories like that because
Kaushal Jha, we've already given the toss update. It is Gujarat Titans that have won the toss. They've decided to bowl first. What we're also telling you on Sports Today is that this is going to be a belter of a pitch. That means you can expect a lot of runs here. Much like the game we saw yesterday, where almost 200 was looking dangerous. It could still be that. So chasing then looks slightly better. I understand the last few games that we've seen teams batting first have won, but there's a good chance now team chasing could have won. Actually, there were a few mistakes that SRH made. If they hadn't made those mistakes, even this could have been a big total they could have chased. Just go back to that page, please, Anurag. What Hardik has said is that he expects that the ball to do a bit early on. So he thinks that with the new ball something might happen, so they are looking to pick some quick wickets. And he's also agreed to the fact that the batting hasn't fired. The last game they lost in a
Only one guy
encounter.
played well only.
Yes.
Sai
Sai
Sudarshan at
Sudarshan.
number 3. Sai Sudarshan.
And I think they would be very glad that he's made it to the 11 because there were some injury concerns with Sai Sudarshan
Yeah.
after that good knock that he played last game. So he's made it to that 11. That's great for them to see. But there is still no sign of Yash Dayal, and I thought that he's been a big miss. But again, Pradeep Sangwan's
They are
been,
giving him another opportunity.
Yep.
Sangwan did not even bowl his full 4 overs last
But there
game.
are 2 players in the Gujarat Titans team that are seriously low on confidence. Lockie Ferguson has really
Yes.
struggled.
Yeah.
And in the last game, Mohammad Shami was taken to the cleaners. I don't know how his
117
meter
meter
6
six.
came off Shami.
surprise. Hardik is warming up with the ball.
That means he will bowl. I hope he bowls because he gives that balance.
Yeah.
And Alzari also.
Wait, then I have to change my fantasy team again.
Today you've been doing a lot of changes to your fantasy.
Yes, because I
Before the toss,
forgot to make them properly. Forgot to
Ah.
join leagues actually. So that is what I was doing.
So the bowling, even Rashid has not taken wickets. So if you have to look at it, Rashid, Lockie, Shami, 3 of their prime bowlers who will give you 12 overs has not, they are low on confidence.
Yes.
Alzari seems to be the only guy. Sangwan is a lottery. So some problem areas for Gujarat.
So Rashid Khan again coming up against some Mumbai Indians batsmen. There'll be Surya Kumar Yadav there. I think who can play him well.
Tilak Verma might play him well.
Tilak Verma, another lefty. Yeah, apparently, I was checking out some records. Tim David has a very good record against Rashid Khan.
Yes.
Because they must have come across in other T20
The
franchises.
Big Bash League. Big Bash League.
Yeah. And so Tim David has done very well against Rashid Khan.
Yeah. See, Rashid for Adelaide strikers, he would get purchased on that Adelaide wicket. But Tim David, apparently, he seems to be, he countered him pretty well.
There was a comment, remember we saw when the two of them were meeting each other and we could lip read that Hardik was saying, Mujhe nahi pata.
Mujhe nahi pata,
Yeah, he said that. So there was a comment here, somebody said, it was like, you couldn't see Rohit, so it was just a guesswork. And it's a funny comment, sir, saying, Rohit said, अरे इस टीम के साथ तुम लोग जीत कैसे रहे हो? हार्दिक is like, मुझे नहीं पता.
That's a good
With
one.
non-existent batting and all, somebody was pointing out.
There are only 3.5 players who've done really well with the bat, if you have to look at it. Sai Sudarshan, I'm just saying from the experience of the first match. And consistently. A.B. Tewatia, David Miller.
But Tewati has won them quite a few games
Yeah,
actually.
and Ridhiman Saha. He's been much more consistent than
To
Shubman
start
Gill.
with was Shubman was good.
But after that, he's just
Yeah,
had
he's
that
dipped
slump.
after that. That's true.
But Ridhiman has outscored Shubman in a lot of ways in the last 3-4 games.
Last game also.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
But
it's a load
Shubman,
of
I
his
guess,
shoulders also.
Shubman needs to score a few runs.
He has to.
Again started well. Again, everybody's talking about him. We talked about how he was crunching those balls to the boundary and the way that sound would come, right?
Yeah.
You would be like amazing. Like you would hear that sound, you're like, he's batting on another level.
Yep.
Next game, after that, he hasn't fired only.
I know.
He's just gone and
Even
not
in the
done anything.
RCB
It's like
game.
Sanju Samson.
Yeah.
You hear the, what a sweet sound from his bat.
Sweet sound.
And then you barely hear that sweet sound.
But
after
Sanju has been consistent this IPL, if you have to look at it. He's gotten
that.
starts.
Yeah.
He's
Beach
not-
he dipped off.
Yeah.
He started well, dipped off, then again played a.
Apart from Butler.
No, but his 50 in the last game was what, 54 or 49
in a
balls?
losing cause.
was pretty
Yeah,
scratchy.
in a losing
yeah.
cause, 54 or 49 balls.
Yeah. But who's been very
If you point
consistent?
fingers at Virat Kohli, Sanju Samson's innings was equally poor
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Apart from Butler, who's been the most consistent batter? KL Rahul and Butler.
Shimron Hetmeh,
Also dipped in the middle.
one game
Just
where he
one
scored
game.
6 runs of 14 balls.
And also in that last game.
The last game
against
still
MI,
he finished on, he was the only one who actually took them past that 140 run mark.
No, one against Mumbai, 149 only. No, they got because he refused to take a single when Trent Bolt was at the other end. Remember that game?
No, but I think so Shreyas Iyer is also in the top 5 run getters, by the way. Even though it really hasn't looked like
Shreyas?
that he's been scoring runs. Just show. See, Shreyas Iyer is number 6 now.
Yeah.
But he was there
Yeah.
before David Warner and Shikhar Dhawan went past him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Abhishek Sharma also.
He
has also
started
scored-
badly, but now he's made up big time. Yep.
Yes. Positively cynic is saying, and
Positively
I think
cynic.
yeah, and
Wow.
I think his question kind of justifies that name that he's got. He's saying, is Rashid overpriced? I don't think so.
Nah.
No.
Rashid wins you games now with the bat also. So I mean,
Yep.
he's one guy. Also got to be, you see, it's quite the same phenomena that you see with Jasprit Bumrah also. Most of the time, teams are just trying to play out his overs
Yeah.
and not give their
Wickets,
wickets away to him. But the economy also for Rashid would be good. I can only think of Abhishek Sharma. Was it that? No, who played him really well?
Abhishek Sharma.
Abhishek Sharma, yeah, you're right.
Who whacked him.
3
right?
sixes.
Yeah.
3 sixes he hit.
Other than that, everyone.
No, last game also he was very economical. He only gave away 21 runs from his 4 overs.
But didn't take a wicket, I
Did
guess.
not take a single wicket.
Yeah, that is true. Harshit is saying Tewatia will struggle against quality bowling. Actually, Harshit, that's exactly what I thought as well. Is looking at Tewatia, the batsman, but he's now done it well. I mean, few games, so it's not just one or two. Which game was that where he batted for
Last to last.
RCB
Last to last,
against
yeah.
RCB.
No, he is batted like that in 4 games, and the thing is, earlier Tewatia's game was actually just leg side play.
Yeah.
That he would just
Yeah.
whack the ball over mid wicket or over deep backward square and all. This time, this season especially, he's
He's
playing
opened
shots on the offside as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's getting those boundaries, playing cuts, driving the ball through extra cover, lofting it inside out. So
Yeah.
he's playing those shots also.
Yep.
True.
Indeed. So, but let's see on this wicket how he counters Bumrah. If he hangs on till there, because he'll come around the death overs time, Tewatia, and Bumrah death overs great. Let's see
Yeah.
how that shapes
Another
up.
contest, as Amrik is pointing out, is going to be Rohit versus Sangwan.
Left arm. Oh
No,
my
but Rohit also now, see, we keep talking about Virat. Rohit also needs to step up. I was
Yeah.
listening to an interview of his coach on another platform where he said he's kind of really tired, Rohit. Even though he's had a 2-month break, right? Injury break
Yeah,
before
yeah.
he hit the
South
IPL.
Africa, he didn't.
Yeah, but I think tired could also be, see, even your injury break, it's not really a break because you're going to the NCA, you're still involved.
Also, I have to say, earlier we used to see between 2 tours at least, a 40-day break,
Yeah, yeah.
a 1-month break. Now you look at when the IPL gets over, and how many days are you getting before the South Africa
10
series?
days.
10 days.
Yeah.
So clearly there's not enough time. You'll have to prepare for that series also. You'll have a camp or whatever beforehand. Players will be
3-4
asked to
days
come 3
before,
days
yeah.
before. So and then IPL after that, 1 day you will take to go there with your family. You'll spend only 4-5 days, which I believe is not enough, and that's why there's a lot of cricket that's happening.
No,
and
I was seeing that calendar and I randomly picked like a 3-4 year old date, and I was just seeing India's matches in those last 3-4 years. There's not a single month in the calendar year that the Indian team wasn't playing cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, all months ticked.
Yep.
They are playing. Whether it's the IPL or it's international cricket, they are playing. The only thing in the last 4 years, there was this big gap because of Corona, if you
COVID,
remember.
yeah, the first
COVID
wave,
2020, that, few months in the middle where there was no cricket. Barring that, every month, and that is just too much cricket. That is again not to take away from our criticism of Rohit Sharma, because if you don't give that leeway to anyone else, then you have to for Rohit too. I think the only thing with Rohit is, and this is what we were debating yesterday, how can you have 3 players like KL, Rohit, Virat, similar strike rate? I don't think Rohit has that strike rate problem. His thing is either he's getting runs or he's not getting runs.
Yes.
But the difference in Rohit, see again what happens, and I'm just now trying to compare Rohit with Virat. What would be the issue? See, with Virat and why the run rate is, Virat tries to play risk-free cricket in the beginning, where he's trying to, just get flowing. And then what used to happen earlier, like he'll play risk-free, where it's like single doubles cricket to start with, and lose balls for 4. And then even if he was at 100 strike rate, you remember he would really, towards that end, he would play some of his strokes, and then get, his strike rate up to 150 or whatever, and it'll look fine. Now because those strokes are not coming, I think that is the issue. And the difference is, in Rohit's case, what happens? Rohit, not form is another thing, but in his case, you always know that he has those big strokes from the word go.
Yes.
He's never going to play risk-free cricket. As in, if he gets those slot, he has certain areas. If it comes here for a pull, he will pull it, no matter what.
Yeah, he might give his wicket away also, but he'll still go for the shot.
If he has that,
always.
short pitch outside off, he will try and hit it for 6 over third man. There are certain areas which are Rohit's areas. So which means he comes with an idea, okay, if it's in my zone, those 3-4 areas, I'm going for it. And more often that he succeeds, and which is what makes him a great batsman. Days he doesn't come off, he gets out. Now what has happened is that bad run has continued for long.
Yep.
So I'm saying even though they're out of the IPL, there is much to look forward to Mumbai Indians game, and that's why I'm always excited watching it, because I want to see Rohit Sharma get into runs. I want Surya Kumar Yadav to keep getting those consistent runs and be in form, because these two guys are going to be very crucial for India at the World Cup. So in Rohit's case, I don't think it's too much out of form.
Yeah.
It's that big score that's
because I think if you have to look at it in the microcosm of Rohit versus Virat has always contributed in every format that he's played. IPL, T20, ODI, Test. In the case of Rohit, you knew that okay, his IPL form is not a benchmark for international success.
Yeah.
That is why I think Rohit's IPL, if only 100, if you look at it in the 14 years, and plus
Yes.
not more than 500 runs. I think he's not touched 500 runs for close to a decade.
Yep.
So that is all taken to put in the back burner, because you know that he'll perform well in the international arena. But with Kohli, the benchmarks that he set in every format was so high, the scrutiny is much more on him.
Yeah.
And you're talking about schedule. I remember when in cricket, because we had to do live ball by ball commentary, 2011 to 2012, I remember, okay? January, February, India, South Africa. Immediately after that, March, April, the World Cup. April to June, IPL. June to July, India, West Indies. July to September, India, England. Then in England came to India, October. November to February was Australia. And then again the IPL. It was so packed.
Same every year. This year also.
Yeah.
It's going to be
And now with
chock-a-block.
an ICC
Asia
tournament
Cup.
every year,
Yeah.
it's going to be jam-packed irrespective of whoever you're
And
playing. So,
Imagine the amount of sport, by the way.
Yeah.
There's a football World Cup this year.
there's Asian Games,
Asian-
there's Commonwealth.
Asian
There
Games
was
are next year.
Asia.
Next, it could be postponed. Like, are
It is
postponed.
postponed, yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't exactly know the
Commonwealth
It was
was-
gone 2023, that's for sure. When in 2023, we don't
Yeah.
know.
So
Then-
it was like this. After IPL, there is your
Now Commonwealth. Games.
Commonwealth is July in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And then after that is the ICC World T20.
Yeah.
And then you have the Football World Cup in December
Chock-a-block.
in Qatar.
Karthik M is saying, because you were talking about Rohit, he's saying Rohit, unlike Virat, looks good till the time he gets out. That's true actually. You can
Yeah.
sometimes see that Virat is not the same Virat. In Rohit's case, it's never that an issue. It's just that he'll play one rash stroke and then get out. There was one question I like, Sandesh. It was a beautiful name, beautiful.
Yeah.
And since he knows the love that Sports Today has for food, his question was that Pat Cummins put a tweet out about Indian food recommendation.
yeah.
He's like, if you had to give him recommend, was it Anurag only Indian food or?
In Mumbai, what are the specialities in Mumbai?
Oh, what one thing?
yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah.
me being
Mumbai
from
food, then he won't get to eat a lot.
No, come on.
Pav.
So if each of us had to just suggest one dish to him, what is it that you're going to suggest?
I told him to the Sev Puri.
Sev puri. Yes,
Sev
sev
puri,
puri is very
yes.
nice.
You are to Rando.
Like Delhi foodie.
I know, what will you talk
Or
about?
if he's in Mumbai, what is that one food you?
I think so. He can have that instead of the vada, basically instead of that vada in the pav, they also make these bhaji, right? Pyaz
Bhaji pav, yes.
Pyaz
Yeah.
bhaji.
Haan.
Put that inside the pav and then eat it. That is actually for
That's
me.
called kanda bhaji.
Kanda
which-
bhaji,
yeah,
yeah.
which is
Onion,
onion.
Kanda's
yeah.
onion.
So I like that. I like that far more than the vada.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good
fantastic,
suggestion.
yeah.
Love Rami has picked vada pav, which is a staple.
I told him not to take the vada pav because of the spicy relationship that vada pav and Mumbai Indians have had.
I would suggest to him some good seafood, yeah. Go get some tandoori pomfret or something like that. That'd be delicious.
I know.
Yummy.
Sol kadhi and
So that's why, I mean, if I'm in Bombay, I gorge on the seafood because that's
Yeah.
one thing you get in Bombay better than Delhi because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
fresh seafood.
Komdi vade.
Komdi, yeah.
Yeah.
Komdi is very nice. So try that. Bangla is a local fish.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
Bangla
not a
fry.
huge
Bombil,
fish fan,
Bombil is
so-
also there.
Bombil is very good.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So plenty
Look
of
at
options.
two fish lovers right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I know,
Lots of
man.
options.
I know.
Sabudana vada, Karthikeyan, I like your suggestion. I like the sabudana vada. It's
Sabudana
nice.
is
But sabudana vada is like, I don't think it's intrinsic to just Bombay.
It's not, no, but
I think you have it. I have a lot of it.
but can
even
I
in
tell
Delhi.
you? Yes, you do. But can I tell you why? Because sabudana is quite a staple. You also get sabudana khichdi there.
Khichdi,
So a lot of sabudana is
the khichdi
quite-
is more prevalent. The vada,
Yes.
the crispiness, no, you'll only get it in Maharashtra in a way, and Mumbai.
Vada to we also have.
Yeah. No, even I have at home, but it's more. It's like, for example, poha. You will get everywhere, but the Maharashtrian pohas.
I think we can do a
known for-
foodie section on sports
Jalebi
today.
fafda. No, I will not agree with that. In Mumbai, you get it best.
Sandesh is saying he's saying from Indian cuisine, not from Bombay.
Hey, first guy.
No, it was also in Mumbai. Since I am in Mumbai, what are the kind of
So we can't. I mean, I can't suggest butter chicken to him in Mumbai. He will get butter
he will
chicken
get-
and some decent one. But then, if you really want to eat good butter chicken, you better order it in Delhi.
Delhi,
the,
man.
the place where it was born,
Yep.
the birthplace of butter. Yes, something like.
Indeed.
If like Amritsari kulcha, then
Butter
he needs
chicken
to eat it.
outside.
I won't say.
jalebi fafda, you have to have it.
By
in
the way, that
Ahmedabad.
reminds me. Today at the watch party on Sports Tak,
Uh-huh.
we keep ordering some. Today, Amritsari kulchas are being ordered for the watch party.
Yep.
So you can join us there.
Yeah. What local dish?
Local dish.
Yeah.
So Mumbai. So our family members got it wrong.
Yes.
Hey, and I'll say in Kannada, worstu fellow.
Worst fellow.
Worstu.
Arshit, I'm not taking your comment. It's very naughty. So I will not take it.
So jalebi fafda, it reminds me of this contest. It is between Jethalal and Bhide of Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma.
Like you called this
The Gokul Dham.
game between them, the Gokul Dham.
Very interesting question storyteller writer has. He says something interesting. Bowlers like Jasprit Bumrah or Rashid Khan are key bowlers. Since they know batters are playing them out, they started doing different stuff. Now they are conceding runs too. So his sort of an assessment is, which is very interesting, saying that because everyone is so careful against them, they're not picking wickets, and we want to analyze that. So he's like, in an effort to get those wickets, they may be trying a little too extra, and which has now ended up them conceding a little more than other bowlers. Any thoughts on that? Firstly, I'll just give you some insight. I think don't look at Jasprit Bumrah's entire IPL stats. The first game he went for a lot, just ignore that game as an anomaly. Look at all other games, and his economy is 6 point something, which is fantastic in the IPL. So I think he's still doing his job.
I think I disagree.
Rashid
because
Khan maybe at all.
Rashid Khan, one game he gave away more than 45 runs he gave away in that game. But last game, he was the most economical bowler also. 21 runs he gave away from his 4 overs.
Yeah.
So yeah, they might have their off days. But the thing is, the players on the opposition side, they try to play them out because they don't want to give wickets away to these guys, because they used to pick a lot of wickets earlier. And that's precisely the reason why. And with Rashid Khan, run scoring has always been like, you look at players like Sunil Narayan, Rashid Khan, Jasprit Bumrah. It's hard to score runs off them. It's not easy. So always their economy, I don't think has been a problem this season also. 1 or 2 games for each of them, and that can happen any season.
You know, this lineup, Bumrah and Shami. In 2020, you remember MI versus PBKS, the double super over. The first super over, it was an exhibition of death bowling from both Bumrah and Shami.
Yep.
Since then, Shami has not reached those lengths, if I have to look at it, those heights that he had. So this match also will be very important for him.
He's been very good this IPL. Yeah?
No, he's been swinging the ball.
Swinging the
New
ball,
ball.
but he's been unlucky.
New ball, he's been outstanding. His seam movement, outstanding. He's tough.
But do you think he's primarily now a power play bowler, not a death bowler? Has the role changed for Shami?
Could be. But I think you could look at him. I think he makes it for a nice Indian team setup, where if you go back to Bhuvaneshwar, and there were indications that Rohit is keen to get Bhuvaneshwar back, as we saw in the series right before the IPL started. He was trying to give him confidence. So if he's your death bowler, by the way, last game he was outstanding at the death,
Bhuvi, yes.
Yeah, so if
last
you're going
2 games he's been
Bhuvi,
sensational.
so I'm saying if you get Bhuvi and Bumrah to do the death role, then you can look at a Shami to do the new ball role. I don't know, maybe.
Bhuvi gave away 23 runs in his last 2 overs.
And in the game against Sunrisers also,
He only gave away 2 runs in his first 2.
Yeah.
But still.
No, but I think it was a game
6
before that
economy.
where he got his Yorkers bang on.
Against Chennai Super Kings, in that one, he just conceded 25 runs in 4 overs.
Yeah.
he was sensational, and that's why.
I'm saying, see, again, a lot of time it is also what the captain desires, and I have got the feeling that Rohit is very keen to have him around. Just as he seemed keen.
Kuldeep Yadav also, for that matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Two guys.
I was just going to give that example. Just as he was keen to get Kuldeep back, I think he was very keen for Bhuvi also. But let's see, there's still a lot of IPL left. Yash, thank you for your suggestion about a dish that we can try next time in Mumbai. I will go to that Bandra place and do it. A lot of people are saying
Zakas.
Prediction, a lot of them. Ricky Patel is the
Gujarati
quickest.
Sappe Bhari.
Sappe Bhari, yes.
Huh?
Gujarati Sappe Bhari. I will say Mumbai are making 180, but Gujarat are winning this.
I'm saying Mumbai making 195, Mumbai winning it.
Mumbai winning will be great for the IPL.
I'm gonna say Mumbai are making 198 and Gujarat winning it.
Yep.
That'd
They're
be
almost the
something.
same in terms of runs, just
Yeah.
we pick different team. Ramesh Devasi's picked 210. Ricky Patel has gone with 172. Who else have we got? Ramesh I've
I guess
taken.
that's about it.
200 plus is Yash
Yash
Vilankar.
Vilankar, yep.
Love Rami has got 180 and Mumbai wins.
Okay.
200 plus is, I told you, Yash Benfit. Storyteller writer has gone with 190.
190.
Mumbai
right.
Indians.
By the way, if again, let's look at the points table before the first ball's bowled. If Gujarat lose, it's great news for
Lucknow.
Lucknow, Rajasthan, RCB, Delhi, SRH, Punjab Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders. Great news for them because it still ensures that
Mumbai. Anyway, Mumbai are winning it, na. And we realize that we realize that you might be talking about 7 other teams above them, but in all fairness, you are only talking about one team that mattered to you. Chennai Super Kings.
देखते रहे बाबा, देखते रहे.
नहीं होगा. Also, you have to do 30 push-ups if Chennai don't qualify.
Which will
Are
happen.
you ready?
And
I am ready.
30 is not an installment, at one go.
One go, I know that. Installment में count करता है.
Have you been practicing?
Huh? I will practice. I will practice. देखो, I'm at an advantage in both.
No, so if they lose the next game, they won't qualify, right?
What a positive guy.
I have an advantage in both. If Chennai don't qualify, my fitness gains. If they win, it's mentally I'm at peace.
That is true.
Very good. Positivity. Learn from Siri.
In the right way though, because nowadays I said, what a positive person. They mistake me. Oh shit, have you got corona? I have not said that word. Oh, you're a very positive person. That's why. So, yeah, GT are winning. And don't forget, guys, with only one change, but you have to pack your team with batsmen, download the Gamezy app and you stand to win 5 crore prize money every day. Slots of 5 overs. No other app gives you that privilege, I may say. And said you have made your team packed with batsmen.
I changed my captain also.
Okay.
That's why it took
Tell
me
them,
time.
na?
I'm not telling anybody my
No, the game has started.
Yeah,
No, they'll make it in 5 over slots, no, so he doesn't want to reveal that
So
secret.
what? How does that come?
He
You're
never
supposed to
reveals.
share knowledge here.
Yeah.
No, but of course, with the kind of form Surya is in, the big choice. But because Hardik is also going to bowl,
So who have you made captain?
Surya is
Surya
captain,
Kumar.
and
Surya.
Hardik is vice captain in one team. In one team.
See you.
See you. Vanakkam.
Mid-inning.